Jordan Moore, Sean Cody, and a first-time guest on Trojans Live, Stephanie Watts, who joins from USC women's basketball. Women of Troy off to a great start at 2-0, beat Virginia over the weekend, also retired the legend Tina Thompson's jersey, which is pretty cool. And Stephanie comes to us from the ACC. You're a grad transfer, which has really become a lot more common. This is a heck of a coup getting you reading your resume. You already have 1,300 career points. Why did you choose USC for your final season in college basketball?
When I got here, it was just a real family environment. I trusted what the coaches wanted to do for this season, what their mission was, what the players coming back wanted to do for this season. So it was just a really great program that I wanted to be a part of.
Well, to get into that, to talk about some of your goals and goals for the team this year, what do you see you guys doing, and what do you see yourself fitting in on this team?
So we're young. We have about 7 freshmen, a lot of new faces coming in, me, another grad transfer as well. But, we're meshing really well together, off to a great 2-0 start. I'm excited about where the team is and about where we're going. So I definitely see myself as being a leader on this team, being one of the only older players on the team. So I'm excited for the year.
Yeah, it's interesting being a leader, someone that just showed up. We were talking to Quinn Nadlish, a grad transfer on the men's basketball team, who was immediately voted a captain, and you immediately fall into a leadership role, again, just sort of based on seniority. What is that like? You're still getting to know the coaches and the program and the school and all of it, but at the same time, you got a lot of 18-year-old women looking up at you.
Yeah, I kind of fell right into that when I was at UNC as well. I started as a freshman and kind of fell into a leadership role pretty quickly, so I think I have a lot of experience with that, and it's just our freshmen make it easy. They're so eager to learn. Even in the middle of the game, they're asking oh, was my positioning right here? Just little things like that, and they make it easy to be a leader and help them because they're just so willing and eager to learn. So.
Yeah, talk about leadership a little bit. We just had our new athletic director, Mike Bone, and he was big on leadership. It takes he's talked about hiring coaches to be good leaders. What does it mean to you to be a good leader, and how do you pass that message to the younger players?
I think the main thing is example. I try to be in the gym as much as possible just to have that example and get that in everyone else's mind that, that's what we need to do to take our team to the next level. And I think, it starts in practice, just buying into every single thing that the coaches are saying. When the coaches say go harder, not having an attitude and just, letting that spark your fuel and going even harder. So I think just little things like that help you become a leader, not by just talking about it, but by being about your words and, being about your actions and doing everything to the best of your possibility.
All right, you are a shooter, a real shooter. You made 82 threes last season. You made 9 in a game before. Now, Sean was just telling me that his daughter's, she's getting started playing the game. How did you become a great shooter? A shooter is born, or were you
take
taught?
Some notes here.
Yeah, get your pen out.
Definitely not born a shooter. I think it just felt my whole family plays basketball, so I was just always following my brothers. So
good genes then.
Yeah.
So a little born.
Yeah. My
my
dad,
daughter's in trouble.
my dad played college basketball, and he was always my coach growing up. I never really had any other trainers but my dad. So after high school practice, I was still going to my next practice after that, and then I'd go to my brother's workout after that. So it's just kind of on the go, always getting in the gym, getting as many shots up as possible. So I think that's kind of where it stemmed from, just a lot of repetition.
Obviously, this is your last year of college basketball. What are your plans moving forward? Do you explore more basketball options? Or are you trying to get into something else? What are your career plans?
After I graduate, I definitely want to play in the WNBA. That's the plan. I also want to do some broadcasting, hopefully for either.
What a great start!
Yeah,
right here.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Headset looks good on you. You're natural.
Yeah, so that's the plan. Hopefully, either my undergrad major was public policy, so either speaking about politics or whether that's sports analyzing, anything in either of those fields would be really interesting for me.
Now, I mentioned the game on Saturday, a really nice non-conference win to get things started. As I mentioned, you're a scorer, you're a shooter, you led the team in scoring, you did your part, but 12 rebounds and 5 blocks. Did I read that right in the box score?
Yes, sir.
What got into you? You decided to play a little center on Saturday?
Yeah, that's kind of one of my MOs, always as a player, just playing as hard as I can on every single possession in offense and defense. And I think that's something, for the first 2 weeks we got here of practice, we didn't touch a basketball. It was all defense. So everyone was just kind of are we going to get to basketball soon? But, I think that really, sparked a fire in us defensively, though, so.
It's early in the season, 2 games in. Have you looked through the schedule? I know most players take it game to game, but is there any big games on the schedule you circled and you're excited about playing at USC?
I think overall I'm just excited for Pac-12 play. We have like 7 top 25 teams in the Pac-12, so it's gonna be challenging. But I mean, just the way the team's looking and playing and meshing together so quickly with so many new faces, I'm so excited for it.
Yeah, it's a great league, and it looks like the women of Troy are going to be a part of it this season. Off to a 2-0 start. Their next home game is against Texas A&M on November 23rd. That's the same day as the UCLA game at home. So I think they're trying to figure out the time of it still to make sure that the fans can get out there, because that would be a great game to attend. Watch Stephanie
Charlotte
Watts
there.
and get on campus, fill up Galen Center, just like Mike Bones said. Every student athlete wants that same energy at their games. Thank you, Stephanie. Welcome to the Trojan family, and we'll have you on future shows as well. Next up is Drake Jackson.